let me preference this by saying I am solely basing my judgments on this movie as a movie itself. I was full aware of everything that happened in this movie because I'm a YouTuber and I like watching YouTube videos. So of course I know everything that happens in this stupid movie. And I want to say a couple of things before I actually go into my rant. This is not a review. This is a freaking rant. And excuse my French if I'm going to try to hold back and keep it as, I don't know how long this is going to go. This can go from like 10 minutes or it can go an hour. I'm sorry. So sit back, relax, grab some popcorn and a drink because this review is going to be better than this damn movie. Or this rant is going to be better than this damn movie because I want to start off by taking my earrings out because I'm about to go to bed after I get done doing this because I need to sleep this off. I need a blunt. I'm gonna just be out reaper. I need a blunt. I need like the strongest alcohol you can give me because this movie's thoroughly pissed me off. It's like, how do you have a movie with the right elements to make a good movie and still make it bad? Let me say this. As of this point, I've seen bad movies. And I've seen bad fun movies. Like, one of my favorite movies to watch is The Five Heartbeats, The Pursuit of Happiness, for all the wrong reasons. Well, The Pursuit of Happiness for all the wrong reasons. Like, it's a movie I can laugh at, even though it's not funny. It's just, whatever. I'm sorry. Look, Project Almanac, before this, was the worst movie I ever saw. You don't know why it was the worst movie I ever saw? Because it started off good. What I hate the most is movies that start off good and then go downhill from there. Like, you've reached your cap at the beginning. Project Almanac was a movie that had me thoroughly enjoying the concept of these kids building a time machine. They're going back and doing stupid stuff. Like, oh, that's fun. They knew not to do certain stuff. They knew the rules. And then as the movie went along, they started forgetting and breaking the rules. At least that one kid did. So fuck it. This is spoiler filled. I don't give a damn at this point. I'm mad again. Batman vs. Superman did the same bludgeon thing where everything started off good. Like, I got scared at first. Like, there are things that people haven't talked about online that I'm going to talk about in this movie. Like, the first thing, why the hell, even if it's in a dream, was Batman flying? As a kid, they did the whole scene with Maggie and Negan, Batman's parents at the beginning. It was, done in a nice, cool way. It was kind of done like in the opening sequence of the movie, like the opening frames and the, like that, all that good stuff. I like the way they did that. It was a lot of good things in this movie. The acting was good in this movie. It was just the script was bad. The script was bad. The acting was good. The script was bad. The acting was good. The script was bad. Because I want to say, I like Henry Cavill as Superman. People, oh, he's a bad Superman. He's a bad actor. He has Superman down packed as, the persona. What they did in this movie was they turned Superman into a bitch. Like, not even like, I know Superman is not, like rough and tough and all that stuff. He has a heart. He has a heart. But he's not a bitch like they made him in this movie. They made Superman a bitch, and I didn't like that. I like when Superman gets bitched out sometimes by Batman, Lex sometimes, and all these other villains or people that know how to outsmart him. He thinks he's a god, but I know how to outsmart him like Batman does. That's fine. But when you just turn him into a bitch from the outset of the movie, I don't get it. Okay. So I said everything. I like Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. Okay, let's just jump right into it. I'm not going to break this down in order, so I'm just going to goes off the top of my head, and I'm going to hit everything, because I'm going to force myself to remember. If I have to pause and take breaks, this is going to be a rant for you guys. So, let's start off with the dream sequences. The one that really grinded my gears was when the Flash came. The Flash came not after a dream sequence. He came within the dream within they inception to Flash pretty much, because Batman was having the dream about when he got unmasked and the whole dark side symbol and stuff, and then he woke up to the Flash like, save the cheerleader, save the world, and then he woke up again. The fuck? Unless I blinked and he actually woke up and then the Flash came. But if I remember right, which I'm pretty sure I did, he had the dream sequence. Then he woke up like, oh shit. And then the Flash was like, save the cheerleader, save the world. And then, please tell me you get that reference. Save the cheerleader, save the world. If you get it, comment down below. And then he woke up again. It's like, what the fuck? Then there was the whole cyborg thing. Like the whole flash drive with all the DNA. I was actually fine with that. I don't care. But I want to know, they didn't give any real explanation on how he got the information and how to know who to look for. Like, Diana Prince is low key as fuck. So how did he know that that's Wonder Woman? What was she doing? She even said, I left humanity for 100 years. That's way less time than in the comic books. And I'm not judging this off the comic books because I know this is its own thing. But she left humanity 100 years ago because she couldn't deal with our shit. Completely understandable. So how did he know? Like, how? How did he know the Flash was the Flash? How did he know where to find Cyborg? And why the hell did they take that Mother Cube scene out? That would have been very vital. Because when I saw the movie, I saw it with somebody who's very comic book knowledge-y. That's not even a thing or a word. Somebody who had a little bit of comic book knowledge. Somebody who didn't have any at all. So I'm sitting here thinking, like, you put him back in the spaceship, and then you cut out the scene introducing the mother box, which would have been very vital. Because even if you didn't know what the mother box is, somebody who knows comics can explain it to you. And then it'll make more sense. Like, but if you just have the mother box show up while you're building Android, because he's not Cyborg, because of that CGI was bad. He looked like a machine to begin with. So that was bad. I liked the Aquaman little scene. I like Aquaman. I don't care. I like New 52 Aquaman. Let me put it like that. I like badass Aquaman. Play me an Injustice and I'll beat your ass with Aquaman. That's what I'm saying. So Aquaman looks really, really good. The first one when he showed up, I was like, damn, that's a badass looking Aquaman. Then my second thought was Roman Reigns. Sorry. What else? Why are people dumb? The people in this universe are dumb. Okay. This is going to lead to 2 points. First of all, the people in this universe are dumb. Because first of all, you start off the movie with them replaying stuff to introduce why Batman is mad at Superman. Which is fine. I can understand that. So, the first disaster happens. I'm still not understanding why Metropolis and Gotham are that bludgeon close, because I don't care what you say, I don't think they're that close. I think they're at least, a state apart. Maybe not that far apart, but they're a good miles away. They're a long ways away from each other. Not close enough for those two events to have any effect on each other. You know what I'm saying? I understand they have to change it for the movie and all that stuff. So I need to just disregard that last point then, because we're judging this off as a movie and not off the comic books. So you set up why Batman is mad at Superman because of all of the destruction. So why in the movie do you have people doing the same shit that got people killed the first time, just standing around in buildings? Okay, there's a disaster going on outside. Let me get to a lower level, maybe an underground bunker where it's safe. Or a school auditorium, or wherever they teach you to go in a situation like this where it's safe. Do they not have evacuation programs? Where was the city evacuation team? We saw cops on the street sometimes, but where was the city evacuation? Jesus Christ. wish I had somebody here to bounce this off of so they can talk while I get frustrated. Hold on. One of my other things that I didn't like about this movie was, well, okay, one of the things I liked about the movie, let me put it like that, was the main thing everybody else didn't like, and that was Lex Luthor Jr. He was the whole reason any of this happened. Let's be real. If it wasn't for Jesse Eisenberg, Lex Luthor, none of this would have happened. He's the reason for all this, but yet his plot point is consistent throughout the whole movie. You know what I mean? Like, you can say a lot of the plot points were consistent, they just didn't make any sense. But I feel like Lex was the catalyst to all of this, which he was, but he was the most consistent thing in the movie. His plan never deviated from, what it was supposed to be. One of these niggas gotta die. And his plan succeeded. He wins. So, from the beginning, he didn't like Superman. Superman, okay, I'm gonna try to get Batman to kill him. Batman turned on me, I'm gonna kill them both. Or one of them gonna kill each other. That didn't work. Plan C, Doomsday. He had plan after plan after plan. He had contingency plans. Nobody else had a contingency plan. Even Batman did not have a contingency plan just in case his kryptonite plan didn't work against Superman. And that bothers me. That really, really bothers me. Like, it just really bothers me when your main people supposed to be smart act like idiots. Batman was so smart until save Martha. Save Martha. What does it say? I didn't know. Save Mama. Mama, save her. Please save my mama. But they got the same. I didn't really understand it until you see it. I went into this movie full blown, like, I'm gonna judge this movie on my own grade as a movie itself, watching it through my own two eyes, and it's so stupid. It is so stupid. And everything Batman was good. Like I said, I like the Superman. I like Henry Cavill's version of Superman. It's just they need to, when he comes back, like Jesus does, because he's Jesus. I hope like he wakes up and like something just different about him. Like he has a more aggressiveness to him. Not like he's going out killing everybody, but he has that. He becomes the Superman that, has a soft spot, but knows what needs to be done and not hesitate to do it. And there were there were some things like different people were saying, like heartbeats, like hearing heartbeats and things like that for Superman. Because they set it up at the beginning of the movie how good his hearing is, because he's spying on Bruce Wayne when they go to like Lex's mansion to do whatever, and he hears his whole conversation with Alfred. Can we get an Alfred movie, please? Like a backstory of Alfred, like when he was at war and stuff like that. That'd be amazing. Anyways, he hears all that. He can hear this bitch's heartbeat, but he can hear his own mother's heartbeat. He can't find out where she is. She's nervous as all fuck. You can hear her breathing. You can hear all this shit. Why can't you just focus in? Tune in. He even says it in the movie. Like when the whole White House blows up. That was funny though. The jar full of piss or whatever it was, the reference was, or Granny Sweet Lemonade or something like that. Or sweet tea. He even says, like, after that happens, like, I failed because I wasn't paying attention, pretty much. He says that in the movie. They say so many things in the movie that are direct contradictories to the things that they do. And it's like, Batman said it best at the beginning. We're not heroes, we're criminals. We've been criminals for a long time. He's talking about him and Alfred, but when you think about it, Superman's a criminal. He's the criminal of the movie. They vilify him. And this movie, I could take so many points off this movie if it would have just been called Dawn of Justice and not Batman versus Superman. Just Dawn of Justice. And they could have, what they should have did was, if this is their way of introducing the whole universe, they should have had everybody in here. At least make some kind of cameo. Do something with them all. Then have them branch out into their own little universe, into their own movies, and then bring them back together again when they need to fight Darkseid or Brainiac and stuff. That would have made so much more sense than having them on a fucking stupid flash drive. Just have them make appearances. This is what happens when you try to rush shit, trying to compete with your competition. This is the same reason TNA is going out of business soon, because they tried too hard to be like WWE, but that is a rant for a different day. DC is trying to be too much like Marvel, and they're doing it wrong. This was their way. This could have been their Days of Future Past. And what I mean by that is the whole premise of, you remember when Zack Snyder is he makes action scenes look so good. He's good at directing. Don't let him write nothing. Stop letting him write stuff, because it's bad. It's really bad. And I hate to say it like that, but name me one good Zack Snyder movie that he's done within the past 10 years. Don't worry, I'll wait. You can't, can you? I got tired of waiting. Sorry. But he's not directing the Justice League movie. I think Ben Affleck is. As long as he can do the visual work, I don't care. I like his visuals. It's good. I like the way everything looked in the movie. I just didn't like the damn script. Oh my God. Like, I was just saying, this could have been their Days of Future Past. The whole point when Zack Snyder first started promoting this movie, because he got all the criticism from Man of Steel. I'm going another tangent after this. Let me get my point out first. He's heard all the criticism about Man of Steel. You did all this damage and you didn't acknowledge it. So this whole fucking movie, when he did the promo tours when it first came out, when we didn't know that much about the movie, was when we just thought it was Batman versus Superman, and then they added Dawn of Justice in there, really throwing everything in there. It was supposed to help understand why things happened in the first movie. You know, Superman was going to, pay for his actions, which he did with his life, but nobody killed him. Doomsday killed him. So in turn, Lex killed him. So in turn, Lex won. Oh my God. So what do they do in turn to say, hey, we're going to fix the problems of the first movie? They do the same thing times 10. And they still don't address it. Oh my Jesus. Can I say a quick side note too? Ben Affleck took his mask off, or had his mask removed, at least 2-3 times in this movie. When that happened in Amazing Spider-Man, the Andrew Garfield movies, everybody bitched and complained about it. He takes his mask off too much. You say he's showing too much of himself while he's in the mask. And Batman did the same thing. I didn't see nobody complaining about that. And another thing I want to just touch on real quick, the thing about the Amazing Spider-Man, I know I'm going off on a couple of different things. The Amazing Spider-Man, Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man was a complete, accurate representation of today's nerd. I am today's nerd. I have an attitude. I know stuff more than other people. If I'm smarter than other people on certain subjects, I'm going to let it be known that I'm smarter than you about this, and you need to listen to me. And that's what Andrew Garfield Spider-Man represented. Today's teenage nerd has a fucking attitude, has a bad attitude. And to compare, the Andrew Garfield movies to the Tobey Maguire movies, you can't do that. And I'm done. I think that was like a minute. Because they're two different eras of different Spider-Man. I'm sorry. But I heard this new Spider-Man, we're going to get the third Spider-Man, is amazing. And then people want to complain about Ben Affleck being Batman. Ben Affleck being Batman, I figured that was going to be the best thing in the movie 2 years ago when it was announced. You want to know why? Because Ben Affleck is a good actor. Can you name me recently a bad Ben Affleck movie? Don't worry, I'll wait. You can't, can you? Sorry, got tired of waiting again. So, when people are like, oh, Ben Affleck being Batman, you just can't go after the Christopher Nolan. Leave old shit in the past. Leave old shit in the past. I am so excited for this new Batman trilogy. I think I broke something. I'm so excited for this new Batman trilogy because he played Batman so well until he heard his mother's name and then he started doing stupid stuff. I didn't even talk. We're 20 minutes into this. I haven't even talked about Lois Lane yet. Lois Lane, this bitch. This bitch is the catalyst of all. It's just like the whole point of the whole Flash cheerleader to save the world thing to Batman was to make sure she's safe. But yet, Batman does not make sure she's safe. She's dead center. She's on the front lines to all the danger. All the danger. All of it. And then she throws the kryptonite spear into the water. And then, oh snap, I fucked up. I gotta get the spear. And then almost gets herself, and then she almost drowns herself. Because they're fighting. She's in the middle of a war zone, so they're fighting. This big old monsters and superheroes fighting. And a piece of the building goes under a little... I don't know how deep that fucking water was. But she goes underwater in a building. Don't ask. Piece of building lands on the top of the hole where she's diving to get the spear. And she almost drowns to death. What? Batman, you're not doing your job here. Batman, you're not doing your job here. You're supposed to keep her safe. If I was Batman, I would have locked her ass in a dungeon. A soundproof dungeon so Superman wouldn't know where the hell she is. Batman, where's Lois? She's safe. Let's go do this. Like, go lock her in a dungeon. Like, And then Superman dies because of Lois Lane. And I was in the movie pissed. Like, he goes into the water after he saves her life to get the shit that she threw down there and risked his life because it's kryptonite to go get it. No, bitch. Fetch. Go get the spear. Go get the spear. I can't touch that thing. You threw it down there. You go get it. You go on the battlefield. You want to be here so bad. You want to be Ms. Reporter. You go give that spear to Batman or Wonder Woman. Oh yeah, there's a doomsday out there. Don't get blasted to death. Don't get blasted to death. Oh my god, it's so many things I can touch on, and I think I'm almost done. And then Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman, I like her. I like it a lot. I feel like from here on out, hopefully things can only get better. I hope this Wonder Woman movie is good. I hope please, Jesus. That was me clapping my hands together to pray. Please, Jesus, let Suicide Squad be good. Please let Suicide Squad at least be a 7 out of 10 movie. That's all I ask. Please. Let the Wonder Woman be... Like, I really feel like instead of... They could have just had all of them make a small cameo for a couple of minutes to have the big fight scene. You know, like, even if you want, like, you know, when you know, early in the movie, when Bruce and... When they go to the little fucking Lex party, Batman steals all the information. Wonder Woman steals it from him. Wonder Woman gives it back because he was just looking for the picture of her and Chris Pine, you know, her ex-boo, so she can have that. Okay, let's go in that dark place. But, you know, have all the files and stuff. Have them look at the files and then have Alfred contact them all, you know, to bring them all together. For this one big, like, we need you for this one big fight, yada, yada, yada. Come on, have them all make a small cameo. And then they can go split off into their own movies. If you don't want to have them all have their own movies, and then bring them all together. I think I said that earlier, or I never elaborated on my point, but whatever. Just do that. Oh, gosh. Oh my gosh, this movie's stupid. And Lex knows everything. He went into the fucking Kryptonian ship. He learned all their information. Lex is the key to everything. And I had a revelation in the car. Lex is the smartest person on this planet right now. Lex, if they can turn Zod into Doomsday, you can turn Lex into Brainiac. Let that sink in. Because it might happen. Hope it doesn't, but it might happen. Just because of the way they set up this universe. if you can turn Zod into Doomsday by whatever means, whatever foreign practice that was forbidden, and then whatever, you can turn Lex into Brainiac, and I see them doing it. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, and the references. They might as well just had the Joker in here. They should have just had like the Joker cameo, because it would have made sense in this movie, because nothing made sense. As a movie. Oh my god, this movie hurts my head. This movie hurts my head. It could have been so good. First of all, you would have got more points. Just call it Dawn of Justice. Like, even the fight scene. Well, I wasn't even that impressed with the fight scene. I'm sorry. It was like, yeah, I get it. Superman can only be beat by a certain amount of people. Batman is one of those people. Certain people can go toe to toe with Superman. Wonder Woman is one of those people, because they pretty much have the same powers, except in the movie she's being toned down. Cause you can't have two people flying around, because whatever movie logic. You want to have diversity in your team. So how Superman's supposed to leap over buildings in a single bound. That's Wonder Woman. So whatever. Oh God, Jesus, take the wheel. Come, Jesus, come to the rest of this review. Somebody, Jesus, Jesus, somebody. Superman, since you want to be in the goddamn Holy Trinity and shit. I don't think that was a sin. Saying shit and Holy Trinity at the same time. I did it again. God. But anyways, this movie has so much potential to be good. So much potential to be good. And I was mad at first. I liked all the Batman stuff in the movie. Individually, everything visual concept wise, was good. From Batman, Superman, the symbolism with Superman being God. And there was so much of that. It's like, I don't understand how Superman, he's been on Earth this whole time, so he has a sense of humanity, so he know how shit works. So, like, a 10-minute conversation with his real daddy just changed everything. Like, protect these people, they need you, you're a god to them, and all that. No, he should have stuck with what goddamn Papa Farm nigga, what's his name, John? What John said, and just. You don't have to save these people. Do what's best for you, and do, like that. He needs to mix them two philosophies. With great power comes great responsibility. Shit, Marvel does everything right. Oh my God, I'm so done. It's 3:25 in the morning when I'm recording this. April 16th now, 2016. So this might be up later today, Saturday, Sunday. I don't know. I don't want to think about this movie no more, because it makes me mad every time I do, because it has so much potential. And I'm going to have to sit down and watch the director's cut of this. And I feel like I still miss stuff. Lawrence Fishburne, why? Why is Daddy Pope in this movie? Why? Oh my God. It's so... And then 2 movies later, on the third movie, he shall rise. You know what I mean? Oh my God. I liked it, Man of Steel. I liked it, Man of Steel. I thought it was a good Superman movie, because you can't match up, any regular person or any regular villain to fight Superman. So it had to be Zod. He had to kill Zod. He had to have a kill to bring him to humanity. Like, I don't want to kill, but I can use my powers, to bring justice, which he was doing. But he let the whole... I don't even think he was... Yeah, God complex. He died because he had a God complex. Oh my God, it makes sense, but it doesn't make sense. Oh my God, so I'm gonna stop thinking about this movie now. My thing is everything it tried to fix, it did it wrong again. Let's put it like that. Everything it tried to fix to start this universe, it did it wrong again. So all of the next movies to come out, this Wonder Woman, Flash, Cyborg, or we're getting a Cyborg after Justice League, aren't we? So Wonder Woman, Flash, are we getting Man of Steel 2 during this? And that first Batman movie and Aquaman, those movies, that's 5 movies. Oh my God, that's 5 movies before we might get Justice League. How are they gonna do? They are fucked. This DC universe is already fucked. So if you think they're fucked too, leave a like. Comment down below what you thought about the movie. If you think I'm wrong, if you guys agree with my point, just let me know down below. I'm done with this. You want to follow me on all types of social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch, all linked in the description below. With all of that being said, I am Sean the Gamer, and I'm going to sleep.